Bring the ball.
Sit. That's a good boy. Hi. Hi. Go potty. That's a good boy. Okay. No. That's okay. That's okay. Thursdays for homebound for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Excuse me. Excuse me. Go see Dad. Good morning. Today is Thursday, March the 17th, I think. Is that right? 16th, 17th. I don't know what day it is. That's because I was at the ball game late last night. Then we went out to dinner, and yeah, ball season is a very busy season in our family because Joe coaches. So I go to a lot of the games. I like to support the students, and I like to try to pop in and see some of the girls' game, pop in and see some of the boys' game. Anyway, I end up being at the field late, and either that or I'm at home alone, so take your pick. But last night Joe was not feeling well, so he was coughing a lot, and so I decided to sleep in the guest bedroom just to give him some space, and also whatever it is that he's coming down with, I don't want to catch it. So being in the guest bedroom threw off my morning routine. I am not a morning person, and I have this kind of very specific routine and order that I do everything in, and if I don't do it in that order, then sometimes I forget or misplace things. And so I left my glasses at home, and I really cannot see up close without my glasses very well. I have transition lenses with bifocals, and I need them. So I'm going home because otherwise I will not have a good day at school today. It's my planning. So then I'm gonna run back and I hope to get a few things done before it's time for students. I am back in my classroom and I'm drinking my Vice. I'm really bad. This is not good for me, but it is so yummy. This is my new favorite drink. You may have seen it on TikTok. I love it. People either love it or hate it. I love it. So yeah, I'm just getting a little caffeine in myself. And I need to print out an activity that I'm doing for nutrition with my 7th graders. We're doing body systems. Okay, so I got my papers for my McDonald's lesson on nutrition. I am going to turn it on. This thing, it turns off after you don't use it for a little while, so it always ends up turning off right before my class starts after their electives, which is really annoying. But I have to have it on. In the morning when they come in, I have to have it on so they can see like their points and stuff that they're earning for Class Dojo, so I can't like wait until later to turn it on, so it's annoying. Like takes forever to boot back up too, which is why I'm just standing here, just waiting. Now I gotta go enter this code on my computer. Got my slides ready to go. This is what we're doing in 7th grade. So they're gonna plan what they want, what they like to eat, write it down, find out the calories, the sugars, and I'm also gonna make them find out the fats and the salts. So yeah, that's what we're doing. In 6th grade, we have been working on conduction, convection, radiation. So we're gonna create a comic strip to show what they've learned. They're gonna have to do 10 Google slides, or they can draw it on paper if they like. And then in 8th grade, we are presenting today. We created blueprint, made like a dream house design, and they had to use some sort of clean energy and explain why they chose it. So that's what we're up to today.
Your mom dropped my glasses off and she didn't drop yours off? How dare she? How dare she? Needs to get here sooner. Alright, so when you come in today, put your phones up and then we're going to do a quick test question. You can talk about the people who said your name. We're trying to figure out what you think the answer is. Okay? So go put your phones up and then I'll put the test question on for you. Phones. Go put your phone up, Shirley. Okay. Did you get in trouble? Why don't you have your phone? Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. This is a practice test question to help you get ready for later. We're going to start doing these more often because we're going to be having an end of the year final exam. We don't, in this grade level, we don't have an EOG, but we have a final exam. And the final exam is 20% of your grade. So it's important.
An EOE?
Talk to people at your table about what you think is the correct answer, and then we'll talk about it as a class.
Is it on 30?
Okay, so here's the thing. This is what a lot of you did, I'm noticing, okay? And I want to point this out because this is what you're doing on tests in my class. I need to stop doing it. You're kind of looking at it, you're reading quickly, and then you're just going, oh, I think it's this. And then you mark it.
I didn't do that.
But what you need to do is you need to be looking carefully at each part and how are they the same and how are they different. Each answer choice has some things that are the same. Did you need to go to the bathroom? Where were you? Because you were late to class, so I thought you were in the bathroom.
Because when we had to finish Laker News, because we didn't get to do it in time, so we had to finish it real quickly, and we made our way back.
So can you wait because you haven't been here 10 minutes yet? Okay, and after I go over this question, then you can go. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to be comparing the answer choices. We need to see what parts of the answer choices are right, what parts of the answer choices are wrong. How are the answer choices similar, and how are they different? Because there's going to be some distractors in there. Distractors are like where they try to trick you. They're trying to find out how much did you really learn about it, and are you going to actually read and think. So you have to slow down. You can't just pick something that sounds right. You have to make sure that you checked out all the parts. Go ahead and sign out. You got a couple minutes early. All right, we're going to do a little activity now. Okay, and I need a volunteer.
Me, please.
Well, wait, what is it?
I need a volunteer who likes to eat.
Me, Dorian. Me. Can I do it? Please. I ain't said nothing this whole time. You already know I eat the most
All right,
in here.
Rufus.
Can me and Rufus split it?
Come on up, Rufus.
See, that's why y'all gotta sit there and be quiet.
Exactly. Here's a snack. We're going to pretend that Rufus came over to my house, which is actually possible because he doesn't live very far from me. And he came to me to say hi, and I said, hey, would you like an after-school snack? Go ahead and help yourself. Pour out how much you would like for your snack.
I want the whole thing.
Nah,
You can have whatever you want.
Wait, so I can take the whole thing? If you want.
I didn't pick you.
Yeah.
Is that how much you would normally eat at home?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now here's what I want to point out. How many of you, by the way, have ever eaten an entire can of Pringles?
I've actually eaten two in a sitting.
They're kind of addictive
Yes.
because of the flavor and the salt.
especially the Taki ones.
Yeah.
They're good.
I didn't even know that.
I
Okay,
like these
so
ones.
hold on a minute before you eat. You just ate one, right? Okay. All right, so let's look at the serving size. The serving size says that there are 6 servings in this. Each serving is 150 calories, and each serving has 9 grams of fat. Each serving has 170 milligrams of sodium, which is salt. So let's look at it. 14.
Yep.
So you just ate one.
Mhm.
Count how many more you have. 1, 2. So he got 18. So not too bad. He was close to a serving size. But how many times do we go back for more then because we like the taste of it? Now we feel like having some more, right?
I would eat
Okay. So what does this do? Raise your hand, don't blurt out. What, you can go ahead and sit down and eat that. What does this do to our bodies? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Dominic, what does it do if you eat more than you're supposed to?
So, it does kind of this.
Okay,
I got you.
yeah,
It
you want to
makes you
explain?
fat.
Okay, so it can make you fat, right? But did you guys know that it does more than that? What?
More sodium.
What else? Yeah, what else does it do?
Like it makes you want to eat more.
Okay, so you could have like a little food addiction thing going on there. Okay, so the other thing that Brady said was important. There's a lot of sodium in chips, especially Takis and hot chips, okay? Which y'all love to eat. Takis and hot chips are really, really high in salt. You have a recommended daily value of sodium in your diet that we talked about yesterday when we did our Bill Nye thing, right? So recommended daily value is how much is healthy for you to eat every day. Now, what happens if we're constantly eating a lot of salty food? What does that do to us? Dominic, I'll listen to you first and then we'll see if Rufus wants to add
Let's
anything.
see. So, I forget. So, when you have a lot of salt, it's bad for your heart. Right?
Yeah.
It's bad for your heart and it makes you a little dehydrated sometimes.
Okay, yes.
And it makes you have bad blood pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
blood
high blood
pressure.
pressure. Does anybody know what high blood pressure is?
I got it.
It's
I
like
had
Can you hear my Roomba in the background? I swear that this thing is following me around the kitchen. I have like run into it like 2 or 3 times now. Evil. You are evil. Good evening. It is now Monday, March the 20th, and I did not get to do any more filming after the last clip because, as you can probably hear a little bit in my voice, I got a really bad chest cold. So Friday night, I went out to dinner. Joe and I went out with a friend and just kind of celebrated the end of the week. And I noticed like a little cough coming on, but other than that, like I had not had really any symptoms except maybe being a little extra tired, but it was the time change, so I didn't really think anything of it. So then Saturday morning I woke up and my chest was just really congested. I had a bad cough, just a lot of rattling down there and junk in my chest. And I took some medicine, went to bed, and I just slept like basically all day on Saturday. I was passed out sleeping. I was so out of it. I had a fever. I don't really know how high the fever was because I never took it. I was just sleeping the whole time. I woke up for a little while that evening, sat around, and then basically after a couple of hours of TV and talking to Joe, I went back to sleep. And then Sunday morning, I was more awake, but I just still didn't feel myself. Had a lot of chest congestion and just kind of hung out at the house. Did not go to church, which we pretty much go to church every Sunday. And so, you know, that's a big deal for me when I stay home. But yeah, I decided about halfway through the day that I was going to need to take a sick day on Monday. And I'm glad I did because I definitely was not ready to go back today. Just like walking around the house, I definitely feel better than I had on Saturday. But just walking around the house and doing my normal thing, like I don't have like the energy to sustain what I'm doing. So I called the doctor. They couldn't get me in today, but they're going to try to get me in tomorrow afternoon. So I am taking the morning tomorrow morning. I'm going to school in the morning and going to teach my morning classes. And then I'm going to go to the doctor in the afternoon. And if for some reason they can't squeeze me in like they think, then I'm just going to go on to the urgent care because I need to just get some medication that's prescription, and I just need to get back to school. There's too much going on right now. Next week, I'm scheduled to go out of town for a conference, which I'm excited about. It's always a good one, and I really enjoyed it the last time that I was there. But because of that, I definitely cannot be out that much this week. So I'm going to have to go in, like it or not, later this week. And I just don't really like missing right now because I'm starting to do review. We're finishing up our topics for the year,
and I'm spiraling back and catching things, and I just can't, can't afford to be out during this time of the year. So, all that being said, I am going to end the vlog here, but I hope you got to see a day in my life, like what it's like at home compared to what it's like at school. The next time that I talk to you, I hopefully will not sound like there's a frog in my throat. Everybody, wherever you're at, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Catch you in the next vlog. Bye.